So I wanted to make a quick video about the real world use cases of ChatGPT. Um, ChatGPT, it's not the first of its kind, but it really shines at what it does. And it's very accessible because it's just in a web app. Anyone can go and sign up and use it. So, so once you do sign up and use it, what is it good for? Well, it's really good at language translation, and not only for spoken language but also for like programming languages, which I can show you that later. And so if you read this whole prompt, I asked it to translate it into Spanish, and I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I know enough to where this looks right to me. And I would check it on its like grammar. It's usually really good at spelling, but I would check it on its grammar and maybe some of its word choice sometimes. But not even Google Translate gets it right 100% of the time. Okay, let's see. Chatbots. I mean, yeah, that's obvious. Chatbots and virtual assistants. That would be very useful. Like if Amazon implemented ChatGPT as like a virtual assistant, that is extremely useful. It could point you to articles and information that you need to know without even talking to a person. Let's see, text classification, sentiment analysis. That's a little bit of a more advanced use case for developers. So not something everyone is going to be doing, but that is a really good use case. Like if you are an algorithmic trader, sentiment analysis can be very useful. Let's see, text summarization. This is something that everyone can use, and I use it all the time for that. So a lot of the times I'll take articles, copy all of the text, and then put it into ChatGPT, and then you can put TLDR, which stands for too long didn't read, and it'll give you a nice short summary of the article. Now, this is not a very long article, but still, you'd want to do this with longer ones, and it makes a really good summary and saves you a lot of time. And let's see what else. Yeah, information extraction, that's sort of a similar to text summarization, but this is talking more about structured information. So this is like for programmers, and it kind of ties into how I used it with helping me with my accounting homework. A lot of I used it for like table extraction, like extracting data from tables for my accounting homework. And I also used it, it was immensely useful for this. I had it explain how to do the math problems, because in my class we were given questions and we were given what the answer is, but we weren't given how to actually do each question. I mean, it was in the book, it was in the lectures, but who's got time for that, right? We got ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will tell you how that answer was derived from that question. And see, it's pretty good at doing that. But if you didn't know the answer, I wouldn't guarantee you that the answer would be right. Like if I didn't have this answer here and I just told it to solve this, it probably wouldn't even get it right. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. But my favorite part though is that you can ask follow-up questions. So if you don't understand a part of its explanation, or you don't understand anything about accounting, you can ask it specific questions and get specific answers, and that's very useful. That's only something that you get usually from a tutor. It's like having your own personal tutor. And another thing that I've used it for is for helping me write my resume and cover letter. And it's so good at writing. like it's so good, and it's good at writing for any style. This is, you know, more of a it's more of a professional style, and it's very good at writing that. You could probably even use it to write a whole book, and it would be a good book because it's just that good of a writer, which makes sense because it's a language model. That's makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's all I had for you. Oh, I guess it's really good at creating. It's good at generating code, especially, you know, regex. It's very useful for regex. And if you don't know what regex is, it basically it's like a expression that can like if I wanted to remove all of the numbers from the article, then I could use regex, and this is Python. This is regex within Python, and then it would remove the numbers. So see, it has just the dollar sign and then trading card. So yeah, so it removed the number. So that's useful a lot of the time for if you're a programmer. If you're a programmer and you're not using ChatGPT, you should be, because I've used it a ton, and it's so useful. It's useful for things you don't know how to do, and it's even useful for things that you do know how to do, but it saves you the time of writing it. And it's just so useful for that. And you can, you know, you can paste in your code into it and ask it like, hey, give me pointers. Like, how can I make this faster? How can I make this run faster? How can I refactor this code, and how can I rewrite it? And it's really good at that. It's really good, probably because coding is a language. But yeah, this video has been too long, so I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for watching though.